Hi, Eliza Fayle here with a Silver and Graced Common Sense Tarot Tidbit. There's a lot of anxiety that kind of floats around reading tarot, and one of them is picking a tarot deck in the first place. It really boils down to three things. The first one is, are you new to tarot? If you are, I really recommend you start with the Rider-Waite deck. First published in 1909, the Rider-Waite deck was a forerunner for all modern-day tarot decks. And the images are ones that you're probably most familiar with. If you start with this one, there's tons of information on the internet that'll help you in learning tarot, and it's also the deck that I recommend my students start off with when they're taking my online courses. The images, I'm sure you're familiar with, look like this. That's the page. Another image is this one, the knight. Okay. Once you're familiar with tarot, the second consideration is what's your style. Reading tarot as opposed to oracle is a much more structured way of reading. Your interpretations are guided and dictated by the symbols on the cards. However, if you switch to oracle decks, they are much more fluid, and your interpretation is more based on the images that you see on the decks, and basically what feelings and thoughts those images bring up for you. For example, this is an oracle card. Okay. Then finally, the third consideration is really just what appeals to you. Once you become familiar with tarot and have experimented a bit with oracle and discovered your style, just walk into any store that supplies tarot and oracle cards, or shop around online and pick the one that feels right for you. Tarot comes in many different styles. For example, I showed you the Rider-Waite. I also have a Celtic deck. And as you can see, it's very different from the Rider-Waite deck. And yet again, this is another tarot deck, Crowley. Very different again in style. And oracle decks, I have two. I showed you an image from Brian Froud's Fairy Relationships deck, and here's another one. And in his Fairies Oracle, the images are very different again. So really just pick out the one that jumps out at you and says, pick me, because tarot really is all about your intuition, and what a better way to pick a deck than to use your intuition. Gracefully yours, Eliza.